The HOA in my neighborhood had always been a thorn in everyone's side, but no one expected them to go as far as pretending to be the police. It all started on a quiet Saturday morning when my son, Michael, was out jogging near the community park. Out of nowhere, a black SUV with flashing blue lights cut him off. Two men in cheap uniforms jumped out, shouting, "Stop right there. You're trespassing on HOA property." My son froze for a moment, confused, till one of them actually drew a pistol and pointed it at him. Now here's where they made their biggest mistake. Michael wasn't just some ordinary guy. He was a decorated Navy veteran who now worked as a tactical instructor for Navy SEALs. He could read the body language of armed men from a mile away, and he instantly knew these weren't real cops. Their cheap badges, mismatched boots, and lack of discipline gave them away. Michael raised his hands calmly, keeping his composure. "You're impersonating officers," he said firmly, his voice steady. "Put the weapon down before you do something you regret." Instead of listening, the fake HOA cop waved the gun wildly, yelling about HOA rules and fines. The other man tried to act tough, but his hands were shaking so badly it was almost comical. Michael acted in a split second, but with precise military efficiency. He disarmed the gunman, twisted his wrist, pinned him against the SUV. The other imposter tried to lunge forward, but Michael's training kicked in one quick sweep, and the man was flat on the ground, gasping for air. Within less than 30 seconds, both cops were neutralized. But Michael didn't stop there. He pulled out his phone, called the real police, and waited calmly while keeping the two subdued. When the officers arrived, they were stunned to see two grown men dressed in fake uniforms groaning on the pavement. Turns out, the HOA president had hired them to intimidate residents who refused to comply with his outrageous demands, illegal fines, bogus property restrictions, and threats of foreclosure. The imposters were arrested on the spot for impersonating law enforcement and brandishing a firearm. The HOA president wasn't far behind. Michael's calm professionalism and years of training elite soldiers had prevented what could have been a tragedy. The neighborhood finally realized the truth. The HOA had gone way too far. From that day forward, no one dared challenge Michael again, and the so-called HOA cops became nothing more than a cautionary tale of what happens when arrogance collides with real discipline. For more interesting and heart-touching stories, hit the subscribe button now.